Welcome to this free training in salon scaling secrets. I'm Leisha and I'm so excited to share this with you. If you've ever experienced slow seasons or fluctuations in finance flow, or maybe your income is rising but your take home has stayed the same, or think you're booked and busy and things are great, but you're manually still heavily involved in a lot of the day to day, and it's kind of moving you away from your end goal, this is going to be for you. I manage operations for salon teams. I do all things operations. My biggest thing is for you to grow not just income, but income predictably. So I don't want you to just look at this as like a free training that Leisha just popped in here. Mm-mm. One of my one of the lovely ladies in our community actually used this strategy, and within the day that she used it, messaged me back. We were talking about her content. She was like, "Oh yeah, it feels great. 2 clients are booked today." I was like, wait, what? Popping champs in the DMs. And then she just went on to say that, she was really inspired by this and by me and being and having that support because she was about to give up until she started listening to me. She'd gone through quite a little bit of a down dry season, let's say slow season, and we were able to ramp this up with clients who've actually hired me to install this into their business, Hair Pro Elite clients who've not just I've not just installed it, but I've managed it, I've tracked it, and we've added the strategies to it over time. They've gone from 33,000, one of our clients went from $33,500 in a month to $45,000 in 1 month. So I want you to know that this isn't just some free game that I'm giving that's just hopefully make you feel good. No, I really want you to go away and implement this. Okay. Now, first, let me give an example, an analogy. Imagine you're going to the gym daily to grow your glutes and lose weight, but you never tracked your macros or your calories. You didn't know how much you were lifting. Could you actually achieve your goals? You probably could. You could, but how likely? Could you actually get to the number that you want? Not very likely. The thing is, you don't have you have a system in place. It's working, but it's all by muscle memory. It's what you can remember, and it's not being tracked. But what if you actually started to track it? How many calories you had, having your meal plan for the week, number of weights that you've lifted. So yesterday you was lifting 15 kilos. Today you're going to go in and then lift 18. And you actually improved it over time. Your results become evident. I saw this for myself. This isn't just business, this is life, right? When at the beginning of the year, I was just done. I was so done with always feeling sluggish, always feeling tired, and I was going to the gym. The 2024, Leisha was going to the gym, but was it consistent? No. Was it being tracked? Absolutely not. No, none of those things. So because of that, it was sometimes I would lose weight, but most of the times I feel really sluggish. At the end of last year, I said, no, no way. I did a glow up challenge with one of our lovely ladies in who was also a Hair Pro Elite client. And I said, I'm recommitting to my goals of losing weight, feeling good, and getting consistent. I tracked how long I was running on the treadmill. I did a minimum of 5,000 steps a day. I measured my food and made sure I didn't go over a certain amount. The reason slow seasons are experienced in salons isn't because of a lack of systems. You have systems in place. It isn't if your finances are flowing, but you feel like you're manually involved in everything. It isn't because you've got a lack of systems. It's these four things that I need you to note down. It's because the systems aren't consistent, they're not precise, they're not being tracked, and they're not automated. When we don't have those four things in place, you can have a system. My system was going to the gym, but I wasn't being consistent. It wasn't exact. It was some days not. There was no tracking, and there was nothing that was automatically happening to help me actually get there and get it done. So let's take a rebooking appointment example in the salon. This is where it gets juicy, it's where it gets exciting. This is where I start to really get into this because this is what I love to do. So you should be rebooking appointments for your clients. You know, our clients who come into the salon, they're a very high priority because that's your current client flow. Therefore, is your most reliable source of income. They're most likely going to come back every 4 to 6 weeks. You probably know when they're going to come back in because you're like, okay, that hairstyle is usually 6 weeks, so you know when it is. But here's where the issue is. Again, you have a system, but so you are rebooking those clients. The issue is those four things are not happening. So You do offer rebookings after the appointments, but sometimes, only sometimes, because it depends on how busy you are. Not consistent, not consistent. Hopefully, they'll see that monthly email reminder. You'll put on your stories, hi guys, books open. You'll send out that monthly email and you'll hope that they'll see it, but it's not precise. It's not exact. We don't know exactly who went out and how often. There's nothing, it's not exact. You let some clients know to come in to book, or some of the times, most of the times they'll be in your salon on the way out. You'll remind them to book, but we don't know who booked, who said yes, but didn't actually get round to booking, who never responded because it was not being tracked. And then you have a wait list, but you have to remember who. You have to remember when to contact them. You tell them, hey, put your names on this list. If you didn't get in, I put you on my wait list. Now you're the one who's going to have to reach out, taking you away from everything else that you're supposed to build and the vision of the business. Now you're caught up in the day to day. And that's why it feels frustrating. It's not automated. So instead, we need to start tracking what is going on so that we can get rid of this issue once and for all. Some of the KPIs that I love to track, KPIs, by the way, are your key performance indicators. These are the numbers that we track daily or weekly so that we can see what data is showing in the business, what is actually happening, what areas need improvement, what can we can get rid of. So some of the KPIs that we like to track in this instant is the percentage of clients that are rebooking before they leave, how often we have to chase waitlist clients, which service days are the most profitable. And I've actually added this into the beauty leader dashboard that I'm going to add to this. So with this example, without having those things in place, you can see how it's easy to experience slow seasons, right? How it's easy to have schedule gaps, how it's easy to feel like you're out of control, manually doing it all. A lot of our clients have more than 2,000 clients on their directory. You probably have at least 500 when you open up your Vagaro, your Gloss Genius, Acuity, Booksy, Boulevard, whatever it is you use. One of our clients here, she has 4,500 clients. We've just gone past the 4,500 mark. And in the last 12 months, 900 of those clients have come into the salon in the last 12 months. So imagine doing this without consistency at that level. Imagine not tracking it. That's why before she came to me, something that she said, one of our sessions, she mentioned that she'd gone to the point of burnout. And not just burnout with the work in the salon, but just everything. She said, one day, Leisha, I tried to wake up and just walk over to the coffee pot and I just couldn't do it anymore. And I knew on that day I walked into the salon, I said, this is it. I can't be burnt out. I need to enjoy my life as well. I'm more than just a salon owner and I need to get this sorted. And she started to put things in place way before even bringing me on this team to now optimize all of this. She started to put small things in place, but she still needed that support because everything was still relying on her. And we've been able to do so much of just simplifying, manually automating, removing her from manually doing things, getting it consistent, precise, tracked, and automated. So I want you to get started today. This was a very short but very direct. I'm very straight to the point with these sort of trainings. Start tracking your top KPIs. Something that I like to do if you're new to this, new to kind of really having a system that is being tracked and is repeatable, add a hot or a cold emoji in your client's notes or next to your client's name, depending on if they usually book or not. So if you know you've got those clients who you know for sure they're going to book after their appointment, at the desk when they're leaving, they're most likely going to book. They're like, yeah, get me when right now. If not, as soon as your book's open, that's a hot client. Or the ones who say, yeah, I'd love you guys to reach out to me, when the books are open, no problem. Like, I'd love that. Hot. A cold client would say, yeah, I'll definitely get back to you guys as and when kind of thing. cold. So they would get the monthly emails. They'll be different. This is what we call segmentation. We're segmenting our audience, depend on their behaviors, and then we have different activities, different sales activities dependent on those two audience types. Not everyone's going to get the same message or the same reach out or the same thing because it depends on how, if they were hot or if they were cold. And you already know, probably at the top of your mind, oh, I know at least 10 clients who are going to come in the next 2 months because that's just what they do. Hot clients. So if you love this and you're ready, first I want you to install this into the business. Number one, I'm going to show you what the Beauty Leader calendar looks like, the Beauty Leader dashboard, and what you can track. Then I know for sure that you're going to love Salon CEO. Monthly, we install, we manage, and we track different income increasing strategies together. Salon CEO's focus is on you have increasing your take home profit. So not just bringing in revenue to the salon, but bringing more revenue for you at the end of the day. So we focus on the salon strategies, but then also your digital income as well. So I'm going to left the link below this for you to get directly. Come and join us in Salon CEO. We are having a ball, going to have a ball. You're going to be there. It's going to be great. Let's go. Now, if you prefer to do more one-to-one with me for your operations in your salon, you're going to go apply for Hair Pro Elite. So if you're at the stage where this sounds really great, you know you need to get more consistent, get more things tracked, get that precise, get automated, but you're not sure which part to start at. You really need that one-to-one support. You and I can actually do this for you. We'll work together one-to-one. I'll partner alongside you and your team, and I'll be the one installing, checking on the different systems, and managing them behind the scenes with all of the areas of your take home profit, time, and your team, because they're the three areas that we focus on. You and I will have our weekly CEO meetings where I'll give you what to focus on this week and I'll show you what has improved, what we're taking off, what we're elevating in the salon behind in the back end as well. My goal is that the front end of your salon, the look, the feel, the branding, the clients, the back matches that. It should always match. And when it feels off not just to you, but also to your clients as well. Your clients love your work. They love coming to your salon. So now let's increase the back end of the salon so they're coming more frequently, that we know what their average ticket is, that we know how we're rebooking our clients, that we have the numbers so that you feel as a CEO so much more in control of what's going on day to day and you don't feel like you're winging it anymore. Salon CEO is more of that group style where we'll check in twice a month. You also have office hours, and I'll do mini trainings like this. And then one-to-one is where I'm logging in, I'm inside of your business, and we're having these CEO meetings as well. So let me know which one is for you. I really hope this blessed you. I hope you take this away and use this strategy to implement into your salon. Like I said, don't take it lightly. Go and use it. All right, beauty leader. See you on the next one.